Many of you believes in fairy? Anybody?
In?
Fairy tales. Oh, that's a good number. That's a good number. 50-50? Okay, I can do that. Let's dive into one of my imagination. I would request all of you to close your eyes for a minute and imagine. Please close your eyes. Thank you. Imagine a castle, one of the finest one, on the top of a cliff, and you are the daughter of the king who owns that castle. Standing on the edge of the stairs, wearing the most elegant golden gown you can imagine, with the tiara engraved in your hair, tied as a bun. Ooh, some people are smiling. I like that. Listen carefully. Pom, pom, pom. Can you hear the horns signaling the main gate to open? Once the gate opens, a guy enters. Your childhood friend, the guy you once loved, the only guy you once loved. Sitting on a white horse, wearing a shiny armor, rides towards you. With tears of joy in your eyes, you lift up your golden gown, wearing the prettiest, studded with diamond golden heels. You take a step down the stairs. Tuck, tuck. Now open your eyes. Oh, that's nice. You must have imagined this story when you were age 12, 16, 20, or every time you listen to the Taylor Swift love story song. But once the song ends, the reality kicks in. A very good morning to all the Toastmasters present here.
Good morning.
I have been a guest in the previous 2 meetings and I've shared pretty much everything about my background and how I came to know about Toastmasters. So in today's meeting, I decided to share something personal, maybe take it up a notch. When I was a child, my grandfather used to tell me stories about his childhood, the times of war, his struggle for freedom, and how he worked in the president's office after independence. I was mesmerized by his stories. Listening to them, I just stood still and thought to myself, what stories am I going to tell my grandchildren? And I didn't have any. That day I decided that I'll make a magical life, a story worth telling. With that thought in mind, I moved to college, and I was not the geekiest kid of the class, but one of the smartest kind. I was pretty much involved in technology, developing mobile apps. I remember going to one of the hackathons, my first one. And it started at 7 on Friday evening. It was a 40 hours coding event. I went there and I thought I'll code, I'll do something, I'll make a name, I'll do something magical this time. I remember people talking about after the speeches, we get free Wi-Fi, free food, I bought a 1 terabyte hard disk, I'll download games. And people were in teams who were pretty sure that they were going to win. So I thought, let's make something. Hours passed by of coding and it came Sunday. 10 o'clock the presentation started. My number was the last. It came around 5:30. I was walking on the stage, I remember. There were 3 judges on the panel. One was the director of BlackBerry, one was the marketing head of BlackBerry, she was a lady, and one was the director of Paytm. That time it was known 197. I was walking on the stage, I heard one of the judges stand, and he said, I've seen enough, I'll leave for the day. I thought, no, he cannot go. It's my turn. So I was there, and I said from there, I have a good noticing power. I said from there, sir, if you can just wait, it will be worth it. He said, no, I've seen enough, let me leave. They'll judge you anyway. I said, me being full of movies, I said, I'll take only 100 seconds of your time. It will be worth it, trust me. He stood there, he said, okay, make it quick. I was very happy with what I've just said. I skipped the presentation, I said, let it go. I decided to go with the demo. And I remember my exact lines. I was in a hurry. I said, always wanted to propose a girl. The lady sitting there pitched in. Always? Since when? I said, as long as I can remember. So she said, okay, go on. I continued. I wanted to propose a girl over fireworks in the night sky. I don't know if it's possible or not. So I developed an app for it. I showcased the demo. They all loved it. The lady was a marketing head. She asked me, what is the pricing model? What do you plan to sell it for? We want to integrate it with BBM. I said, okay. I said, I'll use it first for the purpose I've built it for. And then I'll release it for free. She said, are you serious? You have a girl in mind? I said, no. She said, okay. When do you plan to find one? I said, I don't know. She said, okay. Okay, but you're not going to win this competition if you say so. I said, what's the purpose? If I show it and she has already seen it 1,000,000 times, she'll not like it. She'll say, what is this? I saw it yesterday also. So I'm very proud of my decision. Some of the girls were looking that, have you used it? Have you found someone? No, I haven't used it. So it's still with me. I'm still looking for that perfect girl. I'm proud of my decision, and because at the end it's my story, not theirs, not anybody else. It's not about the money. That being said, did I choose this topic on purpose, knowing I'll have an almost girls audience to impress you? Maybe. By the way, are you impressed? Okay, that being said, you have one life, and if you believe you are the hero of your story, make it a good one, because the end is up to you. As this day ends today, it's not going to come back. With the end of this day, one page of your storybook gets written. Make it magical. Make it worth reading. You have one life, make it magical. Thank you.